Antoin calls, bang. Hope Baltimore, helping oppressed people excel. Talking about the tragedy that goes on in Baltimore, man. Everybody like Freddie Gray, you know what I'm saying? William Smoot, my cousin Jamie Qualls, so many deaths and blood left on the streets, man. We look at like the poverty measures of like, this is how people live. When we walk around the city, man, and find people that like homeless, trying to find a measured way to eat, survive, dudes trying to find jobs and basically being discriminated because of background decisions that they made when they was young, like such as myself, man. I went to prison when I was 17 for like a 20-year sentence. My daughter was like just born, daughter mother, man, didn't really have a clue or an idea like how she was gonna make it help me survive, you know what I'm saying? And basically like, I kept going back for 2 decades, and I looked at from 1994 all the way to 2016, prison engrossed at 39,000 years. They incarcerated and held over 20,000 people each year, 1,000 women each year, serving from a 1-year sentence to a life sentence at 39,000. Bro, that's a lot of money, man, and yet you look at like politicians that like catch charges for stealing. You're looking at mayors that embezzle money and debit cards to like show, but when you look up, all of them are black or African American or grew up in an urban community environment. So like, I think about, man, that like in the last 2 years, right, I had serviced like 18 guys, man, and like none of them been arrested. 10 of them are working, all making over $13 now. So like, if I look at that, like each year that they bring in after taxes of their survey of gross net pay, they make over $30,000 times 10. I gradually like help individual in the economy system rig up over like 300,000. Looking at that, the engross of keeping guys out of prison, that like I saved the state from being able to use quarters or millions of dollars to engrossly pay for benefits of food, medicine, bed for these guys. And yet like I received no funding, no support, no help, you know what I'm saying? Any financial means from the state or the city, all of it is done through academic people who have a passion and love for the work that I do. You know what I'm saying? They seen the change and momentum that happened in my life. So therefore, they took a shot and they really like trusted in me to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? From like Emmanuel Episcopal Church to like Mason to like Weinberg to like Strong Cities to like Baltimore Core to like beginning from Safe and Sound, from the Bertha Grant, let me give a big shout out, man, to like Tanya Robinson and Tanya Smith, Kate Wolfson, Amy Sherrill, looking at Rector Anne Marie, Reverend Mary Sula, you know what I'm saying? Looking at Stephanie Rawlins, Mayor Mosby, Kim Harris, my boss, Walt. Man, they showed me a way that like I could do some things. Looking at this one lady, man, Lynn Kramer, man, you know what I'm saying? She like showed me a financial way to believe in myself, that helped raise myself financially, mentally, and knew that like the value of what I was doing had to change because the value of things that I used to do was behind me, and start allowing those things and those people to harass me and feel that like I'm a slave or connected to a hostage situation that I owe everybody. So like every day, man, I teach my guys about the life laws, right? And every day I watch them grow as they unfold. Every day I watch like how like Denisha Martin and Rob Bazell, Dr. Sinclair, Natasha Pratt, and all these people like Hope Baltimore, and I like give a big shout out to my team, Karen York, Nicole Hansen, Monica Cooper, you know what I'm saying, Darius Moore, Mr. Clarence, like I love my guys, Black Box Radio, Miss Queen, thinking about all the elements, man, that like places that I done been and like things that I done did, man. Like the guys that like had came out, got structured, got settled, moved on, and now they became a shot of hope in their man. So like when I go back through, man, it's like dudes like, bro, how did you pull us off? And I like, man, it was only the will of God, man. Like, you know, I jumped in the streets and jumped off the porch at a young age, man. And I stayed there and I filed in it, you know what I mean? So like, I did the same thing. I got released with no shot of like understanding what I was going to do, how I was going to do it. All I knew is that like, I didn't want to go back to prison. And then my main man, like, wound up going with the feds and getting 10 years, man. He on his way home now, and I like been there to like help him and like navigate. You know, I got one guy, man, that like from Eastern Shore, like he came to Hope, man. He was like, bro, I just don't like want to go back to hustling. I just don't want to like, I'm gonna stay up here. And I was like, bro, we gonna help you out. So like, he got released the other day, man. As soon as he got released, he moved right into his place, man, because like, he utilized the 90-day process and set up plan and worked on the things with a small level of 30-day achievements to do what he had to do. So like, I give big shout outs to Center for Urban Family, man, and Strive for like what they do. Kelly Carrington and Goodwill for the work her and Mike Franklin do when I send guys to them. Ricky Vaughn, man, for like working with me, like trying to help me find places to be able to hire guys, man. And Emmanuel for like opening up the gallery so that on every Tuesday night, man, at 6, like we can put something on each of our minds about the barriers that we face, the things we go through, the things we trying to get to, and the places that we trying to be. So like that, man, like thank y'all for listening, man. Just know, man, come join us anytime, man. In years to come, man, we got some plans, we got some business, we got some businesses like we trying to develop and some things we trying to do. So like that. Hope Baltimore wants, you know what I'm saying? Baltimore, I love y'all. Keep striving, doing what you're doing. Let nobody tell you that there's not a shot of hope. All you gotta do is believe in yourself and put active all the energy that you did in the streets to transition into a new set of rules, you know what I'm saying? And get a door and walk through it and don't be afraid because like, without fear, like, you gotta be afraid of some things, but like, some things you must approach in a concept of not being afraid. So like Frederick Douglass said, man, you know what I mean? Without no struggle, there is no progress, you know what I'm saying? That one, Antoin.